Hey guys, this is Jerry, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'll show you a comprehensive tutorial on the new Volkswagen Tiguan's 12.9-inch display. This is the new touchscreen and new system available on the new Tiguan, new Golf, potentially in the future other new Volkswagen vehicles. Small disclaimer, this is not an official tutorial, this is just based on my experience. In today's video, I'll go through most of the features that's available on this particular screen, and the example we are going to use is a 2024 Volkswagen Tiguan basic spec named Life in New Zealand right-hand drive version. So if you're driving some other versions, if you're driving some other countries' versions, you may find the differences here and there. As always, you can find all the timestamps down below on YouTube if you wish to skip forward. If you find this sort of content helpful, the best way to support the channel is to subscribe and like. Let's turn the camera on and get started. Alright, this is how the main screen looks like on the new Volkswagen Tiguan. So to go into the main screen, this is your main screen icon. And to go into your app tray or functions, this is your icon you want to use. That means these are all your information or all your features that's available in one go. Under the main screen, you have a different panel display over here, and then on the top, some statues, some information over here, temperature for the exterior, and also quick buttons on the right. At the left bottom, that's your quick air conditioning menus or dual zone climate controls. On the right, that's again your air conditioning functions. Underneath the screen, we have also got some touch-sensitive buttons or keys that allows you to change a few things. First thing, on and off the button for the music switch. Single tap to on, single tap to turn off the music. Otherwise, you can push and hold. It will go into a standby mode, so all your function you can still have access to, but at the same time, you don't have the full display of the screen. Anyway, touch that to come back. On the left, on the right, we've got your climate control settings. Swiping left and right allows you to change your climate control. In the center, that's your volume control. Again, swiping left and right to change your volume. If we go on the top of the screen, first one is the time settings. You can click the time to go directly to change the time settings if you wish. Next one is the notification functions. There will be some information available through guidance or through if there's a vehicle having any issues or if the system does have any notification, it will show over here. Next is your time for the exterior temperature. Next, there are quick navigation bars to go into one of the settings, for example, navigation, vehicle, or anything like that. This is the quick button for some of the vehicle settings. I'll explain later, but these fours can be personalized. If you want to personalize one of them, just press and hold one of them. That means the first one is now allocating to navigation, but I want to allocate this one to profile, so I can click finish. This will go profile instead of navigation or anything like that. Second one, press and hold again. I don't want this to go into vehicle, I want to go into App Connect for my Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. I can do that and click here. You can even delete, you can even factory settings if you wish to. So same applies to the parking, same applies to the assist. So these are your quick navigation bars on the top. The next one, this is your quick vehicle controls. Under here, there are some quick vehicle controls available. If I want to turn the stability control really quick, I can do this over here. Or I can turn the interior monitoring system, just quickly switch on, switch off. Auto hold, quickly switch on, switch off. You can also press plus. That means if I want to delete one of these functions that's already aligned, I can click here and delete favorite. That means the first one is now gone. I can add another one from here. Let's say wiper service position or lower mirror in gear R or folding when locking. That means I can have quick access to these functions once I click this vehicle setting bar on the top. Click finish. That just means if I want to change my experience or go into the experience really fast, I can go into that. Or I can disable the folding or enable the folding whenever I like. So that's the quick vehicle settings. But if you do want to go into the full vehicle settings, click here. That means we are now in the full vehicle setting. I'll go through all these settings later on, so check the timestamps down below if you want to skip forward. Next, we want to show you the drop-down menu. Under the drop-down menu, you have quicker buttons for your brightness settings, and then you have quick adjustment menus. Let's say turn on and off the audio, go into the sound settings, go to the last destination, traffic program, radio, and all that things, tips and help. You can change this to dark or bright mode whenever you like. depends on what you wish to as well. Otherwise, you can also change to auto mode in the settings. Click plus, you can actually change a few of these settings again. Let's say we do not want these sound settings on the top. I'll click the sound, I'll click delete. That means this space is now empty to relocate to another function. We can try Bluetooth, for example. So I want to switch on, switch off the Bluetooth really quick. So I can do the drop-down menu over here. Again, there are more than about 12 of them or 15 of them available. So do check them out, do try them just to see whatever you like under the drop-down menu. And if you do not wish to have the drop-down menu, just swipe up. The drop-down menu is all gone. Now let's go into the center screen. So center screen, you have different menus available. Let's say right now you can see 2 dots on the top. That means we have 2 menus available. You can do more, by the way. If you want to personalize any of these, this is what you want to do. You want to click and hold one of the tile or one of the page until this pop up. And then now you can see first thing we can personalize this particular function as this is circled or this is selected to radio or phone. So I click phone or radio or map. It will go into whatever the screen I select. Next, you can press plus on either on the left, on the right of any pages to create more pages if you like. Let's say I want to create a page in between. I'll click plus. That means we can select the layout of this secondary screen. I want to the layout of this middle design or right design, whatever I want. I will be able to click that. Click OK, and then because this is selected this one, so this is what we can change. But if we select one of that, we can even click this to vehicle, and the small one can do aircon, for example. The sound I'll personalize to tips or help, and then I can swipe the right, click one of these to vehicle, and click one of these to driving profile, click here to configuration, for example. So you can do any of that on this particular screen. You can even add more pages as well. Now I've added just another page. You can see there are 4 pages available. You can again delete any of the page. Let's say for the last page, I don't think this is necessary. Click delete. Okay. Now we have 3 pages left. So this is how you to personalize whatever the screen you like on any of the graphics or any of the tiles, any of the functions. And if you finish, click finish. That's all done. You'll notice the dots are now changing to 3 dots as we have created a new page for us. Just like that. Additionally, on the home screen, you can also quickly adjust a few things on some of the tiles or pages. For example, this one is showing petrol stations. I can click the petrol station to go petrol stations, or search to go anywhere, to click auto for the zooming or for the go around. Statues, I can swipe up and down to quickly check a few things. On some of the screens, I may be able to quickly select the driving profile, eco, sport, individual. Music, I can quickly go left and right. So there are a lot of functions you can do on this home screen alone before you dive into the full physical controls. And next, I'll show you how to use the air conditioning system. You get quick buttons and quick menus over here. Another way is to just click climate. It'll go into the full screen. First thing, you can switch on and off. Of course, a dark color means it's off, bright color means it's on in this particular scheme. You can do automatic, you can do smart as well. Automatic, just based on whatever the temperature you have set for these temperature zones, left and right, it will start doing the auto climate control for you. Click the auto, you can actually change to low, medium or high. So based on your temperature, it will automatically adjust the fan speed based on your needs to be high, medium or low, whatever you like. If you do the smart, you can quickly do a few things like defrog windows, cool your feet, warm your feet, things like that. So I don't use this smart function often, but it's something you can consider, of course. Next one, you can quickly do the front defrost, and on the top, at the bottom, these are directions or cancel, whatever you like. Sync is another function as we have dual zone climate control on this particular vehicle. Click here. You can see the temperature would go together with the driver button. If you click off the sync over here, that means driver temperature is separate from the passenger temperature. Click sync again, they are going to be connected again to the driver temperature. So that's how to change the sync or climate control. Next, you can do AC, max AC, whatever you like, fan speed, up and down, and recirculation, and also strong air care if you wish. You can also control the rear one, as this has the tri-zone climate control for this particular Tiguan. So click plus or minus to set the rear temperature, or the rear one can be set individually by pressing the buttons. But if you do not want the kids to be playing with their temperature all the time, you can lock the rear. So the rear one can be only controlled through the front display, not the rear touch screen anymore. Otherwise, go back, click sync. All your rear ones and the front ones will be all connected together. That's how to use the tri-zone climate control. On the top right, you get your settings, automatic air recirculation mode, on and off, whatever, that's up to you. Next, we're going to the app tray, so you can actually change the app tray location as well. Click and hold. That means you can adjust. So click here and drag it on the left, or drag it on the left, whatever you like. So you can personalize these two screens. You won't be able to add more, as these is all the features you can have access to, but you can personalize the location. If you're right-hand drive, I might want to have a little bit closer to my phone or anything like that, you can do that. Anyway, click finish, that's all done. Next, we'll go to the radio and media. First thing, player, that just shows whatever is playing on your speakers on your media file or radio file right now. Let's say this is George FM. Mute, next track, these are simple. You can even scan the radio stations if you wish to. Next, click the radio. This will show all the radio stations that's available. You can line them up through alphabet or anything. You can change the source between FM, AM or anything. You can go back to, again, choose the band source. In New Zealand, DAB is not available. Next, media, they will show you the media controls if your Bluetooth is connected or you have any My Media storage. That means you can click one of them, it will play through the speakers. If you wish to add one of the radio stations to your favorites, click and hold, and then you can add or you can replace. Let's say I'll add here, that means under favorites, you can see the George FM now. You can even do media favorites if you wish to. Settings, there are a few settings for the radio controls. The most important one is probably the arrow buttons. That just means when you do the arrow buttons on your steering functions, it will change between all stations or change between favorites. Some people may prefer favorites, so just go through your favorites instead of going through all the stations. These are just whatever you wish to change. I don't need to talk about that. Media, you can even select the Bluetooth audio device because you can connect multiple devices. Traffic program is also available under the media. So that's the media and radio. Next one is the navigation. I have done a full tutorial on another example, so do check the link in the description or on the top head banner. I will go through just basic things, how to search most of the things. Click the search bar on the left. You can do search by typing, you can do suggestions, you can do last destinations, you can do favorites. Nothing's selected just yet, so we can do search. Let's say we want to search something like 257. King Street, just like that, it came up. We are about 1 kilometers away, and then you can click start or you can click select different routes. So there are different routes available. Obviously, default settings, generally speaking, it's always going to search the basic one or the fastest one. Click start.
Drive to the route shown.
Just like that. So the driving guidance will start. This bar will go closer. And you can click here to see any of the, say, drop points or anything like that. You can click here to delete, or you can click here to see other alternative routes as well. You can click here to do the route settings to change whatever you like. Otherwise, you selected the route, click OK, that will start. If you do wish to change anything on the settings, click the settings over here. You can disable the navigation announcement. You can repeat the navigation announcement, color scheme, automatic, centered. These are all your functions that's going to be available. Next is the telephone for your Bluetooth connection. Click the telephone. That just means this is your serial number or the name you want to search on your device. So go to your settings, go to your connections if you need, go to your Bluetooth settings and search for this device. These will be visible through your device. Click connect, it will pop up a notification. Click connect, it will connect straight away. If your phone supports wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, it will also pop up some notification, says would you wish to connect directly? Just click connect, it will connect straight away. I might do a video in the future to show you how to connect the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on this particular screen. So this is just a quick guidance. Next one is the vehicle. There are many settings. under the vehicle, you get three things. First is the vehicle settings. Second is status. Last one is data. So do the vehicle first. On the interior side, we can change all these things. Because this is considered to be a basic spec, you may find more features than this. Anyway, on this one, under the interior, you can see the cockpit. We can see the driving data. You can reset since start data, or reset long-term driving data, or reset trip recorder. This is whatever it's showing on your dashboard or showing under the data information. So this is how to reset. You can reset over here, or you can reset over here. Doesn't really matter, really. Anyway, next is the background. You can change the background lightings, so on and off. You can change the background colors. You can change the background brightness. Again, this is on your cockpit or dashboard. Exterior, you can change the comfort light. You can change the mirrors, or you can swipe the screen. You get 4 bars underneath. So let's do the first one. Comfort light, you can change the exit lighting durations. Just means when you leave the vehicle, the headlight will stay on for about 10 seconds or maximum 30 seconds. So you can see the driveway or surrounding areas if you need. And then next is entry lighting duration. When you unlock the vehicle from distance at night, the headlight will stay on for 30 seconds or 10 seconds, whatever you select. So you can see again the vehicle and the driveway or surroundings. Mirrors, you can do synchronized adjustments. That means when you adjust the wing mirror on the right, the left one will also go up and down, left and right. Some people may not like it because you want to individually adjust the wing mirror, so you can disable that. So twist left to adjust the left one, twist right to adjust the right one. Next is lower in reverse gear. That just means when you reverse, the wing mirror on your passenger side will be lowered so you can see your curbs or tires on the further end. Folding when locking, when you lock the vehicle, that will ultimately fold. Again, disengage if you do not want that. Tires, you can see the tire pressure loss indicator. If your tire pressure is low, it's going to give you indication. Load, right now is standard, so that's okay. But if you want to fully load it, it will be quite sensitive if you're driving just the vehicle and yourself. Winter tires, you can change the speed warning. So that means if you're driving on a set of winter tires, it will give you a warning if you reach 40, 50, whatever. But in standard, genuine, like summer weathers, obviously turn this off without giving you any warnings. Next one is the headlights. So you can change your headlight light assist. So just automatically switch on, switch off. You can also do the switch on time for medium or early. So medium is okay. Highlight range control, higher or lower. Again, adjust these bars, whatever you like. Depends on your status of the vehicle. If your vehicle is fully loaded, you might want to go a little bit low on the left. But if your vehicle is just yourself or two of you, you are totally fine to go higher. Automatic headlight control in rain. If the rain sensing is picking up the rain at the front, the headlight will automatically switch on for you. That's really smart. I love this feature. Convenience turn signal just means if you turn the indicator just by a small tap, it will just beep 3 times, give you 3 indicators. You don't have to turn it back if you just convenience changing the lanes on the motorway. Next, we want to swipe the screen. Brakes, we can see the electronic stability control is activated. In some scenario, you might want to turn the traction control off, but if you're driving the car in the city on standard motorway, you do not want to turn them off. Roll away protection, always ask when neutral is engaged, so it's going to give you a notification on the dashboard if your neutral is engaged without you going through the gears or going through the parking brake. Or you can deactivate now, so that means you can put the vehicle on neutral and deactivate the roll away protection, so the car will just free rolling if needed, I guess. But most cases you do not need that until you have an emergency. Auto hold, you can switch auto on and off over here. But do remember, there is a vehicle settings over here. You can quickly change on auto hold as long as you have that enabled on the vehicle setting. Next, windows. You can see the convenience opening on and off, or all windows or driver windows. If you select all windows or driver windows, that just means when you lock the vehicle, if your windows are still up, click and hold the lock button on your key. That means all the windows will go up. And click and hold the unlock button from distance, all your windows will be dropped down before you get inside the vehicle if it's really hot inside the vehicle. Next, go back, we can see opening and closing. First thing is the keyless access. It's active. That means when you touch the door handle, it will just give you unlock on the door handles. If you do not engage that, you would manually want to use your car key to lock and unlock. Next, lock vehicle when walking away. If you walk away from the vehicle as long as the engine is shut off, it will automatically lock all the doors. Unlock vehicle when approaching. Again, when you unlock the vehicle with your car key, it will automatically unlock. Depends on how you like it. You can personalize those features. On some cases, you can also activate a warning if locking fails or anything like that. Next is central locking. You can do single door or all doors or vehicle side. If you do all doors, just means when you unlock the vehicle from distance, whether using the car key or the keyless entry, all the doors will be unlocked in one go. If you only select one door or driver side or vehicle side, that means only on your side will be unlocked using the first click on your key blade or when you're pushing the door handle. Then if you do want to wish to unlock all the other doors, second click on the key blade or pressing the unlock on the door panel allow you to unlock all the doors. Personally, I'm okay with all doors. Next is easy open. I believe this is the smart tailgate, just power tailgate and manual tailgate, engage and disengage. Interior monitoring, if the vehicle is locked and something has been left inside or animal has been left inside, there is any motion detection, the vehicle will give you a warning if something is detected. Next, service position. You can do the vehicle wiper in service position. That will stay there, so you can lift the wiper to clean your wipers or change your wipers if you need. Otherwise, click that to cancel. And the wipers, you can do wiper automatic in rain, just rain sensing wiper if you switch the wiper on. Rear window wiping in reverse gears. When you put on reverse, as long as your wipe is on automatic gear, it will just automatically wipe 3 times for you, so you can see the reverse basically. Wiper in position, again, just in service position again. Beam range, again, you can change the beam range, but you can also change it under the lights as well. So that's how that works with the vehicle settings. Under here, status, you can see the service is okay, tires are okay, you can see the tire pressure, you can change the load to standard or fully load. If the tire pressure is low, it's going to give you a warning on your dashboard where you can check what's your tire pressure like. Over here, you can see the total distance, you can see the distance covered. Under the distance covered, you can reset this to calculate your trip, whatever. In the data settings, you can see since start, the vehicle has been on for about 1 hour with me shooting the video, but no case, no power and things like that. Long term, you can see again the average consumption. This is really high because no one has really driven the car. The car has been sitting stationary with me. Since refueling, again, you can check all these things. Since refueling, you can't really reset, but long term, you can reset anytime. Since start, you can reset anytime by pressing the 0 buttons. Next, we can do to the App Connect. Again, I'll show you another complete tutorial on App Connect. Basically, you can use your Android and iPhone to connect to this device wirelessly through your App Connect. You can also do a USB or you can do wireless options. Parking, that just shows the parking guidance. You can do automatic parking. There are many tutorials on the website about the park assist. I don't need to show you that. But cameras just means you can see the reverse camera, but on the specs, you may be able to see the 360 view camera. Under the settings, you can change a few things. Parking distance control, you can do automatically. Just means when you get close to anything at the front or at the back, parking sensors will be automatically on. Along with that, you can also change the front volume, rear volume, and reduce the infotainment volume when parking. Exit warning system, if you are going to open your doors but the vehicle detects anything, it's going to give you warning on the system. Maneuver braking, if you are going reverse and you are getting really close to something and your speed is too fast, the vehicle thinks you are likely to crash into something, it's going to give you emergency braking if necessary. If you do not like it, disable that. Rear traffic cross alert, when the vehicle is traveling behind you, crossing on your pathway, it's going to give you warning on your blind spot to let you know there are some vehicle traveling behind you. Again, do not like it, disable that. Assistance systems, so I have done a full tutorial on this particular part. I'll give you some quick guidance on this. Under the image view, you can quickly click one of these functions, but the easiest way is to go into the list. So under the list, you can find all the systems that's available in your particular vehicle. Again, this is considered to be a base spec. It may miss some of the functions. Under one of the functions, let's say lane assist, you can disable, enable over here, or click here to check the eye information. That just means to see what it is about for this particular system. You can activate, you can do the vibration. Lane assist only available when you drive on motorway over 60 km. Speed warning, if you enable that, it's going to give you speed active guidance, so display the speed limiter in this area, give you sort of warning threshold, 5k, 10k, whatever. You can see it's display or sound. Some people may not like the sound, so that's available with the speed warning. Attention monitoring, if you're losing consciousness on your driving part or anything like that, if you're not holding the steering, it's going to give you a very heavy warning. Drowsiness monitors, again, give you warnings if you're not paying attention. Front assist, that's your autonomous emergency braking and warning, so it's active, it's going to give you warning, it's going to give you swivel support, anything like that. Again, disengage some of them if you do not like it, but do remember some of the functions would be default to be on whenever they are on. Speed limiter, you can set your speed limiter response to be on and off. If it's off, it's going to be just the cruise settings, or if it's on, it will just be speed settings. Side assist, that's basic your blind spot detection and the lane change assist. It's going to give you a warning on the side, and if you change the lanes while it's doing things, it's going to give you a warning, and you can change the brightness on your blind spot. Next is the settings. Under the settings, this is considered to be the system settings for this particular screen. You can do additional keypad language, you can do units. So this is, for example, New Zealand units, but you can change to whatever you like. You can do wireless phone charging to be enabled and disabled. You can do restore factory settings on some of the settings if you wish. Network, you can connect to different mobile devices. You can delete one of them, select one of them if you wish. Wi-Fi settings, in New Zealand, this is not connected to the network. There's no SIM card built in as far as I know. So even if you create a hotspot, it's not going to be using as sort of Wi-Fi or internet connection. Information, just information about the screen. Configuration, you can configure it from the start if you wish. Next is the experience. That's just change your driving mode on the driving part. On this particular version, Eco, Sport, Individual is available. Under the individual, click the settings. You can change all these small things. For example, I want the driving dynamic to be sport, I want steering to be comfort, but drive to be eco. Things like that, whatever you wish. And under the experience, you can also change the atmospheres. So you can change different color schemes. On some versions, you may have a full panels that are going to show you all the different colors and things. So you can see the background change as well. You can do inactive, just pure colors, or me, or anything. Under the me, by the way, you can change again all these colors and volume and things. On some other vehicles, you may have more colors. On some other vehicles, you may have less colors. That's up to you again. Click the settings, you can change the background lighting, you can change the volume, you can change the instrument cluster. That's all belongs to the atmospheres. So really nice. Sound, you can change all your sound settings from here. That's your equalizers, focuses, front and back or center, volume. You can do all sorts of volume that's available through even the navigation announcement under the navigation settings. Click the settings, you can see the touchscreen tone. If you do not want it, touch anything, no feedback anymore. But personally, I quite like it. Tone for other controls, enable, disable if you like. Enabling sound for safety interruptions, again, enable and disable if you do not like it. On the left, IDA. So in New Zealand, this is very basic to be fair. So you can say hi IDA and do some other things about, turn down the volume, what time is it, go anywhere or anything like that, air conditioning, but does not control things like screen, does not have access to chat GTP or something. I don't know what exactly that wording is. But anyway, this is just quick activation. You can do the activation over here. You can do the tips. You can see all the functions. I'm pretty sure someone on YouTube will do a better tutorial than this. I haven't really fully tried this particular function to show you everything, but you can give it a try when you drive the vehicle. Anyway, on the right, we got tips and helps. So that's how to change the layout of the particular system, how to operate everything by clicking or zooming out. You can do the custom, you can change all these things. So there are quite a few helpful tips on this. I do recommend you go through that in the tips and help. Last one is the air conditioning. We've already done that. So yeah. Alright, that's the end of this very long video. I hope you enjoyed the content like this. If you do not forget to subscribe and like. That's the best way to support this channel. As always, I will see you next video. Thank you very much.